Good morning. How you guys doing? How's your weekend going? You made a map of one of your virtual nations. What do you mean? Like hand drawn? Well, I don't fully understand what you mean, but I'll take your word for it. Hope it was fun. Well, I'm not really sure this run has progressed further than any of the other runs. We're only on day 34. And I got some bad news for you. Sky is catatonic. Has gutworms. Starving to death. And Miranda cannot fish. So probably gonna have to restart this morning. Is the YouTube stream live? Does anybody know? No, I guess it depends on how much you've been watching. Several of the runs have made it further than this, though. You don't have to apologize, just letting you know. Is the YouTube stream live? Can somebody check? Make sure it's live. Okay. Not planning on streaming for very long this morning. Just thought I'd hop on for a little bit, see how it goes. I think this run is going to end very soon because of the whole not being able to fish and suffering from malnourishment thing. Maybe this guy didn't have gutworms. But there's no animals. Can't fish. Oh, it's just always something different each run. I guess the biggest issue is mood. That's probably the biggest issue. That and heat stroke. Like in this run, Sky going catatonic ended the run. Having gutworms really didn't help. Getting building resources is really not that hard. Yeah, just like a couple dromedary would save us. Problem is the gutworms are going to make her starve so quickly. How are you today, Knives? How's your weekend? Well, time for an early morning restart, I guess. Been a tough weekend. What coast? What are you talking about? There's no coast. Three awful weeks? Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things get better for you. That sucks, man. I mean, we as the viewers know there's a coast out there, but I don't think they can see it. Although that's just kind of all the headcanons. Oops, sorry, I was muted. I hope the dromedary come closer. Then I don't have to go all the way out there. Sorry, I answered your question, but I don't know if you heard me. You can call me whatever you want, buddy. I don't care. People usually come up with something. Do I have a podcast where I read a book or tell bedtime stories? No. If you pay me, I'll do that. How much is it worth to you? I have a YouTube channel, but that's it. Hey, Riri, good morning. Yeah, they both almost died. Oh, Sky's back up. No more catatonic. We barely survived a close call. I understand, Giantoro. I understand. I bought a book yesterday. I bought a book yesterday that I'm a little embarrassed about. It was $1 at Goodwill. It was a Supernatural book. Did you guys know they made Supernatural books? I had no idea. I saw it on the shelf and I was thinking to myself, what the hell? What is this? I opened up and I read the first page, or like the first couple pages, and it was just so badly written. So badly written. But I couldn't help myself. It was $1. The book itself is Supernatural. There's a TV show called Supernatural that went on for like, I don't know, 15 seasons or something crazy. It's a show about two brothers that fight. They go around the country hunting supernatural creatures and kill them. Like they hunt ghosts and werewolves and vampires and stuff. Like a modern Van Helsing, but it's brothers, and they drive around a classic car. And but apparently they made a book, or books, plural. I never knew that. Anyway, if you know somebody who's hiring who needs somebody to narrate audiobooks, let me know. I'll apply. But until then, I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. That's what I'm gonna do, Knives. Oh god, the dromedary self-tamed while it was being murdered. Oh, I feel awful. Please don't hurt me. Oh, you guys are making it worse. Come on. Sky tried to save it. You guys all saw it. I wish you could stop them from using some of these spots. Force them to use just these without having to actually zone them. Oops, sorry, I was muted again. I'm not sure she's going to actually be able to catch any fish with food poisoning and gutworms. Sorry, I keep forgetting to unmute my microphone. Amateur hour over here. When I mute my microphone, just enjoy the silence. It's fine. The sound of the rain. I don't know. I was just thinking that. That was one of the things I was talking about while I was muted on accident. Whether or not I want to use my medicine. Water polo does involve seahorses, but they're those, you know, have you ever seen the hobby horse competitions that they have? That's how water polo started. But then they realized if all the water polo players just agreed to pretend they had hobby horses, then the sport would work a lot better. So in 1922, they switched the rules. Everyone pretends they're on hobby horses. Hobby seahorses, mind you. Why do you think they swim that way? Should we try to eat the ostrich? That's the question. That's a question on all of our minds. Should we eat the ostrich? Is it worth the risk? See, she throws up right as she's about to be done fishing. I like how in this game fishing's not RNG. It's just like sit here for a while until the bar fills. Because everybody knows that's how fishing works. You're guaranteed to get a fish every 30 to 40 minutes. The better you are, the quicker it is. You only have to wait 15 minutes if you're a really good fisherman. Just cast your line in. You sit there. You don't need bait. You can cast immediately next to the shore. You don't have to cast out. You wait 15 minutes, you got yourself a fish. Easy. Imagine how frightening it would be if the ostrich swam under the wall, under the bridge. Just appears inside the house. The ostrich is coming from inside the house. Whoop. In real life, you don't, though. If you fish up any body parts in real life, that's a bad. You got a bad day ahead of you. So much paperwork. It's like fishing up a hand grenade. Yeah, you don't want that. For other than the obvious reasons. Obviously, you don't want to fish up a hand grenade, but I had a girlfriend once who liked to fish. It was very, very boring. Didn't you just like spending time with her, though? Is that why it didn't work out? You didn't like spending time with her? Was she reading or was she fishing? Yeah, her animal skill was just really low, so you didn't wait long enough. Hey guys, if you don't mind, do me a huge favor, go over to youtube.com/notimmerse. I think that's the URL. And give the live stream a thumbs up. Give it a like. That way more people will end up seeing the live stream. Or at least get the live stream recommended to them. I would greatly appreciate it. It only takes, what, like 30 seconds of your life? No, I can't ask you that. That's against terms of service. I'd get banned from Twitch. You licked it? What the hell? I didn't ask you to do that. One third of the way through Gutworms almost. Hiding room's not the end of the world. Hey Gregory, how are you today? No, I got super lucky. She almost starved to death at the very beginning of the run. I mean the stream today. And I was just about to call it and restart when some dromedary showed up. Who's this new guy? This guy? Tom Villa. Bob Villa's brother. Cousin. Hard worker, great memory. Good animal skills, but won't actually do any animal work, which is a lot of fun. Good shooting, good plants. Yeah, he's pretty good. He'd be a lot better if he actually did animals, but... Oh, God, I mean... he'd if he was capable of working with animals. Oh, Sky just threw up all over Miranda. Oh, Miranda's just sleeping in their bedroll. He's just sleeping away. And Miranda throws up all over his head. Sorry, Sky threw up all over his head. Okay, this is not great. Okay, Sky is no longer broken. We're better. Okay. I'm very tempted to use the medicine. Just to try to get rid of this gutworms quicker. Oh, and now Miranda has food poisoning. Oh, God. The problem is, I'm very concerned that I'm going to get an infection or something as soon as I use that medicine. But then again, if I die with medicine, I'm going to be really upset. No, don't show affection that way. That's messed up. It's not how you treat your friends. Yeah, but getting the plague with no medicine is a death sentence. Right now, this is not a death sentence. Well, hopefully it's not a death sentence. Yeah, I took it a bit too far there, didn't you, bud? You know, it might not seem like it, but housing prices, residential prices in RimWorld, on RimWorlds are insane. Like, the cost of buying a house on these planets, astronomical. You wouldn't even believe it. You might think land's free, you can just build your own house. That's not true. That's not true. It's very expensive. That's why raiders are always raiding you. You might think, where the mechs come from? The mechs are operated by the bank, the central banking authority, and you owe money. You're late on your mortgage payment. Alright, here's the plan. Oh God, retreat! The plan failed! Everybody's throwing up. Please stop. Man, Miranda's having a real rough time. I don't think we can send her out to fight. I want to get that pistol though. Luckily Sky's mood's still good. Alright, enough about that. Let's move on to something that's not as disgusting. Please. Lace. That's one fine pig. You know what? A gross joke here and there is fine, but we gotta know when too much is too much. Hey, speaking of humor, have any of you guys seen the new game called Tavern Keeper? It's been on my wish list for probably like 8, 9, 10 months now. It looked really cool, and a demo for it just came out recently. And I played it this morning before the stream. It's pretty charming. It's kind of fun. It's got a really good comedic tone that I enjoy. I don't know if it's the kind of game you guys would enjoy, but I had fun with it. If you haven't, you should check it out. It's a demo on Steam. I'm guessing from the response, no one has heard of it. It's not a mobile game. It is a management game, but I don't know. When I look at it, I don't see mobile game. It's definitely a management game. You're a tavern keeper. But it's got good humor to it. I was enjoying the demo. I don't know how much gameplay there is out of it, but I don't know, it looks kind of cool. Maybe we should go for the medicine. This Gutworms is rough. Traveler's Rest? Is that on Steam? Traveler's Rest. It is on Steam. Oh, that looks cool too. That one reminds me a little bit of Stardew Valley. I guess that one's a bit older, isn't it? I don't think these guys are going to buy textiles. I mean, I only played the demo for about 30 minutes, so I don't know if it's good, but it's got a good comedic tone to it. I like that sense of humor. Alright, I will use herbal medicine. Akuja! Oh yes, buy my clothing and sell. Oh yes, more medicine. Yes. Okay, let's use some medicine now. Hey, you can't come in here. What the hell? What do you think this is? Can I have some of that pemmican? Oh man, your malnutrition is moderate? What the hell? How'd it get so bad? Can be tended in 1.3 days. Wait. Did you tend and get 0%? Is that what happened? That's frightening. Hey, a gift. Oh, it's a marble club. Wow. Went from maximum excitement to maximum disappointment in the span of 1.5 seconds. I've never been so excited and so disappointed so quickly. That's not true. I'm sure I have, but... Oh, don't just nap next, not sky gaze, whatever you were doing next to the pigskin. There's a dead body floating out there. You going out and laying in the water next to the dead body is really weird. Really weird. Oh, cool, rare thrombos. I guess we just chopped the palm tree down. Let Miranda do it. Miranda has better plant skill. Get more wood that way. A drug mule? Wait, he's a dirt mole drug mule? So he's a drug mole? That was dumb. That was dumb. Does he have... He doesn't even have drugs. Oh, maybe he does. You can't see him in his inventory. Oh, he's got drugs. Gross. A heat wave for Patronus. No. Well, we do have a passive. We could build a passive cooler, actually. Might be worth building a passive cooler. Would it be worth killing for the gun? What kind of gun did you have? Bolt action? No, I don't think so. We'd end up being enemies with that faction, and I don't want more enemies. We need traitors. Now we have a horseshoe pin at the center of our island. No! Oh, oops. Can you please go cook? We have a finite amount of lumber. Yeah, the last 10 quality was 0%. Look at that, I didn't even notice. I suspected it was, but I didn't actually check what the last 10 quality was. That sucks. I'll save 4 medicine and then use the other 3, I think. Plus the herbal. Oh, cool. Now food poisoning. Things are not really going my way at the moment, are they? Well, how's everybody else's weekend going so far? Don't patronize me. There we go. Not gonna get 100% 10, but... Wait. No, we should be good. I was gonna say my 10 quality should be a... Oh no, my 10 quality definitely was affected. Okay, no, that was a waste of medicine. That was an absolute waste of medicine. Should have waited for the food poisoning to go away. You're working on Sunday? Isn't that the day you're not supposed to work? You're not supposed to work on Saturdays. Wait, what? Where's that from? What are you talking about? Well, I suppose yours is almost as sensible as mine was, so... But just out of curiosity, what's the world population of practicing Jewish folks versus practicing Christians? Both, not working on a day because of a religion is pretty silly, I'll bet, in both cases, so it's kind of a moot point, but... That can't be true. Really? People in France don't work on Wednesdays? That's hard to believe. Yeah, it seems like most people, secular or not, still don't work Sundays. Unless you work in retail, in which case... Really? Kids in Switzerland don't have classes on Wednesday? Really? I didn't know that. Huh. Working on Sundays is an American thing? Where'd you get that idea? I don't think that's true in any way, shape, or form. Unless you work retail, in which case, yes. You tried this challenge with Sky for like 10 hours straight and you died from the dumbest stuff every time? That sounds like you're having similar runs to me. People work on Sundays here in Canada? Really? Do you work on Sundays? The only people that I can think of around here that work on Sundays are, again, retail. I guess there's probably some call center people who work Sundays. I'm not saying there's not exceptions. I'm sure there are plenty of 7-day-a-week jobs, but... Yeah, but it's like so are police and paramedics, but it's like... I'm not saying nobody, and I'm not saying that 0 people work Sundays. I just mean the majority of people don't work. Most people work Monday to Friday, and that's it, with exception. Retail is just not open here? Really? Oh no, retail's definitely open on Sunday. I can't think of any retail that's closed on Sunday. I'll give you that. That's a US thing. Although I'm sure there are other countries that have Sunday stores open on Sunday. Really, some places didn't do calls on Sunday? Yeah, I used to work security over the weekends, and there was always like... On a campus that housed several thousand employees, there was probably like 10 people there on Sunday. And they were all working in the call center part of it. That was the only job I've had that had to work over the weekends. We need to eat fish. Yeah, working at Menards on the weekend sounds awful. Yeah. All the weekend warriors who are trying to get their home improvement projects done. Sounds rough. Poor Miranda starving to death. How did you try to convert Sky? Miranda tried to convert Sky to his own ideology. Sky was not convinced and resented the attack. Oh, okay, you didn't. Sky chatted about cooking with bell peppers with Miranda. It's a dream, being able to cook with fresh vegetables on the island. They're stuck cooking with fish, and that's it. How could we season this fish if we had access to anything else? Menards is like a giant hardware store, like a home improvement store. They sell tools, light fixtures, lumber, gardening. You name it. Anything you would need to improve your house. Anything you'd need to do A job. I guess a particular kind of job. It's just like a really big hardware store, though. Yep, we got a second character yesterday. Hard worker, great memory. Incapable of animals, animal skill 10. Really, just lovely. Just lovely. Okay, 73% 10, that's pretty good. Oops. A manhunter pack. Hey, it's not guinea pigs this time. That's neat. This guy's hogging all the food. Having gutworms makes it a lot worse. Her hunger offset rate, 100%. 100% hunger rate offset. That's insane. She has to eat so frequently. Need to hunt that boomalope. It's in a good spot to hunt it now, but the fennec fox are kind of causing issues. Rare catch. Oh, it's a map. A thick red X is scratched over a location. Treasure map? Buried treasure, buried treasure, buried treasure, buried treasure. I like how we got that instead of food. That's awesome. Okay, food this time, please. Badly malnourished. Minus 26. Minus 10 for in serious pain. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, good time for a raid. Hopefully it gets eaten by fennec fox. By the time she fishes up more fish, she's gonna have to feed Miranda. Can you split it? One fish for you, one fish for Miranda? No, Miranda's eating all 4! Why are you guys so selfish? You're so selfish with your fish. How about you share the fish? What the hell? Oh, it's the Edekine. Thought that was a rocket. Rocket coming in. Ooh, that's a fresh fox. No. No, you're not allowed to hit my horse. Oh, you son of a bitch. Really? Carry him out of the doorway. the hell? What the actual hell? I didn't know that was a thing. Dude's beating on the door while unconscious. What the hell was that? Didn't know they would beat on the door. That feels unfair. I think you guys are scaring everyone away with your... I hate to call them jokes. Myself included. Thinking to myself, how can I get away from this? Just gonna talk to people on YouTube. How's everyone on YouTube doing today? Everybody else in Twitch chat has gone completely silent. Yeah, that's the only time you do get a map is under rare catch. Maps are just about the worst thing to get on this playthrough. Does it really? I don't think I've ever cleared chat before. For the record, I don't actually care. You should get yourself some nice, delicious oatmeal. That's what I had for breakfast today. Let's set up a zone here. Fresh animal corpses. Yeah, it's starting to occur to me that this gutworms is really punishing. Basically taking every ounce of effort just to keep her fed. Yeah, I mentioned orange juice probably makes you more hungry. We gotta get Gregory some food. How much longer until the worms are cured? Way too long. Last 10 was 73. So, two more would do it? 2 more 73s would do it. If we actually get 73s. Oh man, that campfire got messed up. Who attacks a campfire? I can understand the thought behind attacking a horseshoe pin, which is pretty stupid in and of itself, but I can kind of understand it. She just got bit? No. What's she tending? Oh, she's tending... Oh. She's tending the gutworms. Oh man, is that all of my good... Oh, it's a 33% tend. Okay, so it's going to take a lot longer than I was very optimistically predicting. Gutworm sucks in this run. I need 95%... No, 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 no! Oh shit! Run, Miranda! Good work, Miranda. Fine work. I was trying to shoot it once so it'd run off, not get pissed and charge. It's fine. It worked out for the best. You need a butcher table. Oh, there we go. What am I even going to use my leather on? Gonna need to extend the house, but... No, we don't count attempts here. It's the first rule of chat. The first rule you have to agree to when you enter chat. We do not count attempts. We do not count deaths. Okay, I made that up, but... I could sell the map. Possibly. Damn it, Sky. So he's gonna smash things in her room so we can get rid of the bed and it'll stop the room smashing. Okay, good work. Good work, team. A wild woman has wandered in. Wanersh. If she wasn't 70 years old, she'd actually be a pretty good pawn. Wow, a 70-year-old with 0 health conditions. You don't see that often. No high fructose corn syrup in space, I guess. Just kidding, there is, but she moderated herself. She only had a little bit. Let's get the iguana. Now we need steel, so we need a trader to come by or ship parts to land. Wanersh. Please don't eat our food, Wanersh. It made you catatonic? Seriously? Catatonic is one of the most frustrating things to happen in this game when you're on one pawn. Yeah, I do wonder if this run would be a little bit easier if you had a pawn with a mood boost, like Sanguine or Optimist or Iron-Willed or something. Hey Volrath, how are you today? Oh, poor Sky, still throwing up from gut worms. I'm doing alright. Sprained my ankle yesterday, which sucks. It was like a minor sprain. Going slow. I don't know if I even called it a sprain. Twisted my ankle. Is there any way around catatonic? The only way to stop catatonic is to not let them get to the extreme break threshold. Because catatonic is an extreme break, I think. Still healing? Mine's feeling better today. I was on like mile 4 of my run. It was supposed to be a 12-mile run. And I was able to run back to the car, so I figured, oh, it must be not that bad if I can still run on it. I didn't feel too great the rest of the day, but it wasn't too bad. Not today, it feels okay. But still, not the best thing to happen this weekend. Man, if you did yours in June and it's still healing, that sounds real bad. Were you not able to walk on it right away? Yeah, so yours was real bad then. It was all swollen up and everything. I sprained my ankle really bad once in high school playing basketball, and it was so bad I could not walk at all. I couldn't step on it even a little bit. Oh, that's real bad when that happens. This one was very minor. I figure if you can run on it, it's not that bad. Hey, Jacob. I might go for a walk later and see how it feels. Probably skip my run tomorrow and just ride the bike. Winter's starting to set in, so we got some nice, lovely, cold weather. It's 52 today. 52 outside. It's supposed to be a high of 67. Pretty nice. Well, no, it won't cool off the area at all. No, the way it works is that it will only affect the interior space that it's inside. It'll do absolutely nothing if you don't have walls. That's why in a lot of the runs I would not build a passive cooler early on, because I just did not have a space to store it inside. 78 where you are? Wow. Without doxing yourself, like generally, where do you live? That's a weird question to ask. I'm sorry, but I mean, like, you know, as close as you are willing. Texas. Okay, there you go. Texas is a huge place, so that's safe to say. I live in North America. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Texas probably doesn't get very cold in the winter, does it? Although I guess it depends on where in Texas, but again, you don't have to answer that. But I imagine northern Texas probably gets pretty chilly in the winter, doesn't it? Yeah, the Panhandle gets snow and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna chop one of these trees down and cook some more food. Oh, Winnersh, you... No, it's my food. The double auto pistol is quite handy, I have to say. Good work, team. You get barely any snow anymore in Germany? Really? I would have thought that Germany got a lot of snow. We get tons of snow in Michigan. I wish the game had 1x1 tables. Yeah, me too. Yeah, like the northern coast of Germany probably gets snow, right? And there's a big part of the southern part of Germany that is really high elevation, isn't it? Doesn't it always have snow? Yeah, because of the Alps, yeah. But the northern part of Germany's on the Baltic Sea, right? You're telling me that doesn't get snow? That surprises me. Oh, the hermit crab is starving. Better put it out of its misery. Yeah, let's go for it. Oh, that sucks, man. My tens have been so bad. Sure, but like 2/3 of the northern border of Germany is on the Baltic Sea, right? I guess part of it's the border of with Denmark, but you've got that whole, yeah, you got that whole portion east of Denmark that's on the Baltic Sea. I would have thought that gets snow. But no, I trust you. You live in Germany, so I trust your word on it. I'm just saying that surprises me. In Michigan, we have only coasts. We have a lot of coastline in Michigan. We have 2 peninsulas, and one of them gets more snow than any human being should ever experience, and the other one gets more snow than any human being should experience. The Upper Peninsula gets more snow than the Lower Peninsula, though. Erie's on the east, Lake Michigan is on the west, Superior is on the north. No, we have not passed the gutworms. We still have 63%. Just managed to do a little bit of hunting on top of the fishing. Do Lake Michigan and Huron freeze enough for ice fishing? Yeah? Man, have you never seen pictures of Lake Michigan in the winter? Oh, I gotta show you these pictures. It's gonna blow your mind. So sometimes it freezes like a lake would. Like, I'm sure you've seen frozen lake before in your life, right? But because it's so big, sometimes you get these really, really weird phenomena like this. Hold on, let me show you the picture. Oops. Wrong chat. Sometimes it does this. Oh, it's a broken link. You're gonna have to copy and paste that, sorry. But yes, it freezes completely solid. Not completely solid. Sorry, the lake itself does not freeze completely solid, but like a lake, yeah, it's freshwater, so it does freeze in the winter. You can walk out on it. Please don't elevations shame us. There was a time in history where Europeans were moving to the United States for new opportunities, and they looked around geographically and wondered, what's the most like home that we can get? So Dutch people and Germans moved to the Lower Peninsula, and the Finnish people moved to the Upper Peninsula. This might sound like a joke, like there's a punchline, but no, that's a true story, historical fact. The Germans and the Dutch saw the Lower Peninsula and thought that's just like home, and the Finnish saw the Upper Peninsula and said that's just like home. Yeah, we have a huge amount of German culture in Southern Peninsula. We have a town called Holland, and a tulip festival every year. No, I'm not, Voreth. I'm not saying that people who migrate only migrate to places they're familiar with. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, in the case of Michigan and the Lower Peninsula and the Upper Peninsula, we happen to have immigrants who are predominantly from places that are just like this place. That's all I'm saying. Finnish culture is huge in the Upper Peninsula, and German and Dutch culture is huge in the Lower Peninsula. Weirdly enough, and this is going to sound even crazier, but weirdly enough, the West Coast along the coastline is populated by Dutch culture and Dutch descendants, and then more the center of the state and the eastern part of the state populated more by German culture and German descendants. I just find that to be a very strange coincidence. Anyway, back to the original point. Please do not elevation shame us, okay? We've got hills. We don't have a single mountain, but we have hills. I have to imagine that the highest point in Germany is way higher elevation-wise than the highest point in Michigan, though. Highest elevation in Germany, 9,000 feet, 9,718 feet. Highest point in Michigan, 1,979 feet. You got us beat a little bit. We got the same kind of hills they have in Florida. No, I think we have bigger hills in Michigan than Florida, but I might be wrong. The highest elevation in Florida is 300 feet, 345 feet. So no, we got Florida beat a little bit. But we're similar at having 0 mountains. We don't have any mountains here. We have places called mountains. We have Mount Pleasant, which is not a mountain, and it's not pleasant. I've actually never been to Mount Pleasant. I don't know if it's pleasant or not. I assume it's not, just based on the name. Nowhere that's actually pleasant has to advertise that they're pleasant. I saw a video about that, Victor. Yeah, I saw a YouTube video about that. It's pretty cool. Don't they have a bicycle race right next to that? Or am I mistaken? Maybe I'm confusing two different things. Is that your definition of pleasant, though, Knives? Just people don't commit crimes there? Well, at least I won't get mugged. I'd like to take a vacation to the mountains. Go hiking in the mountains. Vacations are expensive, though. $44% to go. Honestly, I think I just have to use the rest of this medicine. I've always wanted to hike the Appalachian Trail. You guys ever been out on the Appalachian Trail? Or in the Appalachian Mountains? Yeah, but I don't know anybody who lives in Colorado. It'd be expensive to go out there, just stay at a hotel or something. I guess I could sleep in a tent. Just got back from 8 months of hiking? Did you take time off work?
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
Happy Sunday.
Calwink, thanks for the resub, buddy. Oh, now that you paid me, I'm working now, though. And I can't work on Sundays. It's a day of rest. Now I gotta go. Can't work on Sundays. Is there a Mount Pleasant, Texas? No, this is Mount Pleasant, Michigan I'm talking about. Maybe camp in a truck tent. I really like that idea, but it would require me buying a truck. And that's more expensive than just a vacation. A nice truck's like 10 grand. Go fund me a van. No, I don't want a van. I do like the setup people have with the truck tents though. It's pretty cool. I could even handle like a compact SUV and just sleep in the back of that, but even those are like 10 grand, so. Problem with trucks, the gas mileage is just so atrocious. But it does appeal to me. Not for like the everyday use, but for camping. Here's the problem though, Victor. I don't own a car. I walk everywhere. Thought you got a bike at some point? No? No. No. And even if I did, bike packing, it does look pretty fun, but it's not going to get me to Colorado. I'll tell you that much. It's not going to get me to the Appalachian Trail. No way am I riding a bike across the United States. I know people do it, don't get me wrong. People have taken some pretty crazy bicycle journeys, but... Take a train down, then hike it? I don't think there's a train that connects. This is the United States we're talking about. You guys think there's passenger train that leads from Michigan to the center of the country? That's overly optimistic. I can get to Chicago. What are you talking about, Amtrak? You think Amtrak connects every part of the country? I got some bad news for you, buddy. I could take my Amtrak to Chicago from Grand Rapids. Which is otherwise like a 3-hour drive. Like that's about how far I could get on train. I could maybe take Amtrak to New York, maybe. But that's still not the right direction. Hey, C-3PO. Oh, it's okay. Had a bit of a mishap yesterday, but... Uh-oh. That's not good. This guy's just smashing stuff. Well, sure, Victor. You can take a plane anywhere you want to go. That's not an issue. Wow, this is the worst tantrum we've had the entire run so far. This sucks. Thanks for destroying everything. Just smashed up all of my stuff. Destroyed the front door. Destroyed my horseshoe. Destroyed a bed. Destroyed both shelves. Oh my god. Well, that sucked. You know, train routes aside, that doesn't really solve the problem anyway. The problem is having to stay in a hotel. That's the problem. And like I said at the beginning, I could just camp, but eh. Yeah, the stream's live on Twitch too, yeah. Then hike back. Oh, that would take a while. Well, I guess we will put another shelf in. Set us back a little bit, but I guess it's not too bad. She destroyed my medicine too, though, didn't she? Okay, that sucks. Oh no, she has the 3 medicine on her, okay. So, it turns out there is an Amtrak that takes you from Grand Rapids to Denver, and it only takes 28 hours. It costs $178. Or alternatively, you can take a flight that takes 6 hours, and it's $149. So, no, I don't think trains are going to be happening. But I was wrong. It turns out there is a route from Grand Rapids to Denver. More expensive and takes 4 times as long? Huh. Sign me up. I have taken the train to Chicago before, a couple times. That's not so bad. The thing you have to understand about Amtrak is that it's almost always longer than the scheduled time. Because although legally speaking, Amtrak has right-of-way, that's never what actually happens. Amtrak trains always give way to commercial cargo trains. And the amount of time that you have to sit and wait for a cargo train to go by is insane. Oh, we got rid of gutworms. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, Amtrak's a very broken system in the United States. Taking Amtrak from Grand Rapids to Chicago, though, is pretty cool. That part I don't mind. The waiting for cargo trains sucks, but otherwise it's not so bad. I would never want to spend 28 hours on an Amtrak, though. You can get private rooms, but those are like 3 times as expensive. Even 14 hours on a train sounds rough. Hey, Gazelle self-tame, nice. I feel like if you're taking a train from Paris to Shanghai, the adventure is the purpose, though. Like that is the point. Alternatively, imagine what you'll see traveling through the Great Plains of the United States. Oh boy. I sure do love these fields full of wheat. No offense to people who live in the Great Plains. I'm not trying to criticize your portion of the country. Yeah, Trans-Siberian in the winter sounds so boring. Yeah. Does a Paris to Shanghai route go north or south of the Himalayas? I feel like that would change how interesting the trip is quite a bit. Goes north of the Himalayas. Okay, that sounds less interesting than the south of the Himalayas. So there's probably a big section of the Paris to Shanghai trip that would also be kind of boring. I love that also would coincide with the time where you're probably sick of being on a train by that point. Like you're 15 days in and you just want to be done with it. Like, all right. When are we getting there? Any day now. The first 2 weeks would probably be fantastic, though. But I guess you'd have your own private room at that point, right? I guess it would be a little bit like being on a cruise ship. And tons of people love cruise ships. You guys ever take a cruise before? If it wasn't for the people, I'd be down for a cruise. Having to be stuck on a boat with all those people in close quarters sounds torturous. You just went on a cruise? How was it? I knew a guy that went on 2 cruises a year and absolutely adored them. Like he would talk nonstop about his cruises when he got back. Just absolutely loved them. It was his favorite time of year going on cruises. And honestly, the way he described it made them very appealing, especially when you consider the cost. You leave on a cruise in 2 weeks? That's cool. The cost is definitely the most appealing part, I have to say. I'd be concerned about getting sick, though. Oh, no, I don't mean seasickness. No, I mean getting sick because one of the passengers is sick with a virus. Spreads to all the passengers. You have a fear of large bodies of water? Really? What about like standing next to an ocean? Does that bother you? Or is it just being in the ocean that bothers you? And how big of a body of water does it have to be? Is it like a big lake? Does a big lake frighten you? Oh, you don't want to be in or over it in a boat. Oh, okay, I got you. I don't know. I feel like your odds of getting sick in an airport are about as likely as your odds of getting sick in a Walmart, but the airplane, I don't know. There's a lot less people on an airplane than on a cruise. But then again, I guess I don't have a full understanding of how compact it is. Yeah, Herman. Imagine the ordeal for that colonist right now being stuck in the middle of a large body of water. Yeah, what about stuck on an island in the middle of a large body of water? Is that also frightening? Weirdly enough, not so bothersome. The island is secure. That's fine. We're not going to sink. Global warming is going to take a few centuries to affect this planet. They got to start the whole industrialization process first. No tongue-kissing strangers if you can help it. Why do you even go on a cruise? Sure, I'm a merchant. You don't like to not see the bottom? Could we get some ducks? We probably should get the medicine. I would very much like to get some plasteel, but I don't think we can reasonably afford plasteel. It's just way too expensive for what we got. I'll let him hang out here for a bit. The last time I took a vacation was a solid 15 years ago. How often do you guys take vacations? Once a year. Richie Rich over here. Define vacation. An extended stay away from your primary housing that relaxes you and refills your recreation bar. Yeah, staying home on paid leave doesn't count as vacation. Yeah, I used to go camping a lot when I was a kid with my dad, but it's not something we do anymore. Thought about picking it up myself, just go by myself. Sounds fun. I bought a tent recently, but I haven't gone yet. By that definition, I've never taken a vacation in my entire life. Well, yeah. Some people have never taken a vacation. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to personally define your vacation as something else, but that's not what we're talking about here. I'm talking about a holiday where you go away, where you leave your usual environment. Whatever you want, whatever word you want to use to describe that, I don't care. I'm using the word vacation, but it doesn't matter what word you want to use. Maybe you don't like doing this. That's okay. Well, it doesn't have to be traveling. I know there's a transport pod crash. We don't need to. We don't need it. It could be 5 minutes from your house or your apartment. I don't think we can really handle the third pawn yet, so we're gonna say no to that. Like, some people go camping for the weekend and they don't go very far, but that's still a vacation. I live about 30 minutes-ish from Lake Michigan. And if I were to, say, rent a cottage on the coast of Lake Michigan, traveling 30 minutes is not, that's not traveling. Like, that's just it's like a standard car drive for most people. I wouldn't call it traveling. Okay, but again, what you count as vacation is not relevant to the conversation. I'm just using that word to describe doing a thing, and that thing is leaving home for an extended period of time, staying away from your house, and enjoying it. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I don't, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Just getting outside of your environment. Going to a different environment. That's all. Hell, dog sitting can count if you like dogs. I suppose some people find dog sitting stressful, so you know, it might not count as enjoying yourself and relaxing and recreating, but I was just curious how often you guys do that, that's all. I don't get the opportunity. Like I said, I recently bought a tent so I can at least go camping. But I haven't been this year. I've really wanted to get into dispersed camping, but not the safest thing. Do you ever watch those YouTube channels of people who go camping in the dead of winter? Those are pretty fun to watch. Yeah, you love camping when it's snowing lightly. That does sound nice, yeah. As long as you're prepared, it sounds pretty good. The illegal videos where guys go to Paris staying inside a hotel for free? It doesn't get taken down from on YouTube? I wouldn't have thought YouTube was cool with that kind of thing. Hmm. We can improve our mood. I've been waiting for any event to happen that gives us steel. Hey, we're just about to break our first year in this run. That's good. There was definitely a close call there. Whoops. I guess we should let Miranda do that. I don't know if it's really a milestone, but you can call it that if you want. I feel like getting the research bench going would be a bit more of a milestone. Is it resource scarcity that's limiting this run? This particular run, right? The second, yeah. We need a research bench. What we really need is a smelter. That's what we really need. 3 more medicine? Yep. Yeah, I need 25 steel for a research bench. And then a lot of steel for a smelter. A bulk goods trader coming through at this point would be really nice. Let's cook some more meals. But yeah, I can't speak for other states, but in Michigan at least, the danger of dispersed camping is not the animals. You have a chance of seeing brown bears in the Upper Peninsula, but it's pretty uncommon. Actually, I think it's more black bears in the Upper Peninsula. There are wolves, but there's so few that your odds of actually seeing a wolf are teeny, teeny, tiny. We don't have those in the Lower Peninsula, though. No wolves, almost no bears, barely ever a cougar. The danger of dispersed camping is the lack of emergency services. Because you're in the middle of nowhere. And if you break a bone or get sick or something, the chance of somebody coming and rescue is not great. Dispersed camping is legal in all of the state forests. And the state forests are massive. Everywhere else you can only camp in campgrounds. Dispersed camping sounds more fun though. You just go hike for a while and camp wherever you want. A lot more dangerous though. Is it worth the risk? Well, probably not. You don't think you've ever seen a snake? Really? Are snakes uncommon in Germany? St. Patrick got finished with Ireland and went off to Germany, I guess. Yeah, snakes probably don't survive as easily there, do they? I see small snakes pretty often. I've never seen a venomous snake, though. Like, I've never seen a rattlesnake in real life. I mean, I've seen them in zoos and animal preserves, but I've never seen one in the wild. They burrow for most of the year. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you were just talking the other day about how much you like snakes. I remember that. There's probably not very many venomous snakes up there, is there? That's the cool thing about snakes in Michigan, though. You see one and you're almost always completely safe. We do have rattlesnakes, but again, they're so rare. And they definitely let you know ahead of time if they're near, so not much danger there. Most of the snakes I see are really small. Really, some garter snakes are technically venomous? Really? I didn't know that. We have a lot of garter snakes here, but I didn't know that some were technically venomous. Food binge. Rip. You used to have a ball python, Gregory? That's cool. And now we're low on food thanks to Sky. Oh, awesome. Oh, this is not good. Oh, for real? Fight back! Fight like your life depends on it, because it does! Honestly, they might still die here. Why do we get mad? I really should have killed... See, that was player error. I should have killed that emu while I had the chance. Man, this person had a neck scratch. Eesh. Gonna just get to a point where we're not bleeding out and then try to tend Sky. There's so much blood. Well, let's hope for no infections or we're gonna be in trouble. Okay, Sky, tend to yourself. Miranda, tend to yourself. That was not good. Why are there no snakes in RimWorld? Maybe they tried to add them at one point and the icons just look goofy. I think multi-tile snakes would look super cool. Maybe it would be hard to make, I don't know. Or for that matter, spiders. There's not really any spiders in RimWorld, is there? I guess they don't really have any kind of... Well, I was gonna say insects, but spiders aren't insects, but you get what I mean. You nearly stepped on one of what? A snake? Yeah, bats would be cool too. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we go bed rest, like high priority bed rest here. Oh, cool, and there's the infection. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Well, guys, it was a good run. And then it got ruined by the emu. Oh, cool, another infection. Oh my god. Both arms infected. Well, I think that's going to be the end of Sky. And Miranda cannot fish, so... I got some bad news. I think that's going to be the end of the run. We could build a bed. Slightly better immunity gain. Could try to get another pawn. Maybe they can fish. Oops. Yep. This guy's gonna die. Could try to remove the arm, but... It's almost guaranteed to fail. We don't have any light in here. Guess we could put a light in. Oh, this sucks. If Miranda could fish, this would be a lot less of a problem. But he cannot. Maybe he can survive off hunting for a while. We're gonna have to take all Sky's gear off. Honestly, I might just restart. I was planning on only streaming for a short while today. I still have more work to do on the next episode of the Iceberg Run. It's probably a good signal to go work on that. I was having fun with this run. Well, the problem is not that we don't have enough medicine. The problem is the 10 quality is just going to be too low. We could try to chop the arm off, but honestly, we'd have to take both arms off at this point. I don't think it's going to matter. Those are pretty good 10s, but not good enough, I don't think. Both arms infected. That sucks. Alright, I'm calling in on this one. Rip. That sucks. Butcher tables don't need steel, no. They need wood. That's probably what you're thinking of. Research benches need steel. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. Pretty sure a wood butcher table is just 95 steel, or 95 wood, right? Yeah. Well, that sucked. Well, guys, I'll play for a little longer, but like I said, I still have more work to do. I was hoping to release that next video this morning, and I did not get it done. So the goal is to finish the next episode today. But admittedly, the longer I stream for, the less likely that becomes, so at some point I do need to go work on that. I believe in you. Well, thank you. That helps, honestly. It's easy to get discouraged. Yeah, it would be nice if she had, like, Optimist or something, but... she's definitely a better pawn. Way better pawn. Well, anyway. Here's 5 for the Violent Emu Awareness one. Gregory, thank you so much for the $5, man. Thank you. I'll have to be honest. I gotta be honest with you. That does increase my motivation a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to lie. Motivation coming back. In all seriousness, though, that was my fault. I really do. When I have the ability, I need to make sure we're clearing off those animals. Any animal that could potentially go mad and kill one of my pawns during a break has to be taken care of. It just sucks that we managed to kill her, tend all of her wounds, and then the infection still got me anyway, but that's the way it goes. Let's put a sleeping spot down. Polish Spaniard got a gifted sub. Or a gifted membership, sorry. Thank you for gifting a membership on top of that, Gregory. Thanks, buddy. Can't believe you've done this. Done what? Enjoy your food, buddy. Have a good breakfast. I hope you got something, or hope you're getting something good. I think your character did a wonderful job while they lasted. Honestly, I would have kept trying with the character if they could have fed themselves. But well, yeah, all runs come to an end eventually. I do know how to fish IRL. We were talking about fishing earlier, and somebody said it was boring. I like fishing. I don't like catching fish, but I like fishing. Go out there all morning and catch nothing. Ah, that's relaxing. Yeah, the Groundhog Day trope. It's my favorite movie trope or TV show trope. I love when you're watching a sci-fi show and they do Groundhog Day. Love it. Like I said before, I think some people pay a lot of money for this exact experience. Alone, on an island, sun on their skin, spend the day fishing, no worries in the world, as long as they could leave when they wanted. That's a big caveat. Once you add in the whole "you can't leave" thing, it becomes a lot darker. Not nearly as fun. Yeah, the palm tree is back, but we should probably cut it down, shouldn't we? Don't want Thrumbos eating that thing. Honestly, if the palm tree could actually survive longer than 126 days, I would be more inclined to try to save it, but... we'll try building just on the island this time, just to start with. Fortify the island with walls, build all the way around it. Have a floating house. One of these attempts we really should try a raft run. It's gonna be even more boring though. Boring is the wrong word. It's gonna be even more. It's gonna be slower. Gonna have a decreased pace. Oh, good. The shaman merchant's here. We can trade them nothing. We cannot trade them anything. Oh no. That's not good. Honestly, I might restart this run. Psychic drone right off the bat. It's already super hot. Her recreation is messed up. Let's pretend this one didn't happen. Attempt number something. I don't know what number. It's not important. Attempt number something. I do want her to stay in the home, though, so she doesn't build up her solitary recreation tolerance. And I usually do get the horseshoe early for that reason. Hey, Comic Sans, how are you today? Getting a large batch of chili. Oh, nice. What kind of chili? I'm just doing a short stream this morning. Probably not going to be on too long. It's good to see you, though. Just thought I'd hop on for a little bit. Has secret ingredients? Are the secret ingredients Boddington's beer and chocolate, or are there secret ingredients you can't tell us? I've heard of a few different people putting chocolate in their chili. Those are the secrets. Okay, they're not secrets anymore. You just told us. Your wife's gonna be pissed. You told 3 people about my chili recipe? Just kidding. How's everybody's weekend going so far, though? You guys do anything fun this weekend? Battlefield 6 with some friends? How many hoops did you have to jump through to get that installed? Oh, speaking of jumping through hoops, I need to get Windows 11 installed today. How long does it take to update from 10 to 11? Probably not that long, right? It's on Steam? Does that mean you don't have to do the whole go into your BIOS and change the garbage that you had to do before? I guess not everybody had to do that before, though, did they? You gotta do that with Windows 11? I don't know if I'm going to, because I already had secure boot turned on, but Battlefield 6 demo was not acknowledging that I had a secure boot turned on. That was the problem. We'll see if Windows 11 gives me trouble. A Madam Jeanette? A Madam Jeanette? What is that? EA wanted you to edit your BIOS to install a game? Yes. Isn't that insane? Not even to install it. You can install it. It was once you launched it, you had to go into your BIOS and edit a setting. I kept seeing so many posts on Reddit about people bricking their motherboards trying to change their settings to get Battlefield 6 to boot. Dude, I kept seeing those posts over and over and over. What do I do? My computer won't boot anymore. I had the same problem they did, and I went to my BIOS and I looked at secure boot and it was on, and I thought, you know what? I'm over it. I'm not going to mess with this, and I just uninstalled. It was not worth it to fiddle with it. It's too hot. This is starting to sound like in my day we had to walk uphill both ways to get to school conversations. A little bit. Kids these days. They don't know how easy they have it. You cannot make generalized statements about an entire group of people and hope for it to be accurate at all. I'll be honest, I have zero interest in engaging in a conversation like this. Just gonna hang out with my iguana. She's bored of solitary recreation. What was she even doing? You need to be careful not letting her recreation get too high. The mood boost is nice, but I need her to be able to swim when it gets too hot. Although I guess right now we're okay. Actually, I think I'm going to pause for today and go work on the next YouTube video, which will hopefully be up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys come join Discord. Go check out my videos. Well, check out my videos on YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow. Live at 10 a.m. Like I said, the next video should be uploaded by then. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. And I'll see you next time.